That was weird. Hey there everyone, my name's GamePar and welcome back to another episode on the InfinityCraft server. I have just perched myself up on top of the Phantom Dragon just so I can get a really good view of what's going on around here. It's been a little bit quiet the last number of days on the InfinityCraft server. Haven't seen too many of my fellow players on, but that's okay. We are going to get working on some stuff more with the base today, which you can kind of see sort of rendering way up there in the distance. First thing I want to do quickly is check to see if there's anything down there. I don't really think there's going to be. Like I said, it's been kind of quiet around here the last little bit. January is always a bit of a quiet month for people because there's lots going on. And yep, I was right. There's nothing going on inside those. But I have, off camera, gotten a bunch more of the beacons in place, and I can't quite remember how many more we need. So first thing we're going to do is check to see how many more of these beacons we need, and hopefully we're not going to die from kinetic energy getting down here. Alright, so, oh, that's loud. Alright, we need 3 more beacons, and boy, oh boy, this has been a grind just trying to get all of these beacons down. Couple things I want to do in this episode today. I want to try to see if I can get a portal entrance, at least one portal entrance into the base up top here, and I'll tell you a little bit more about what I mean by that. The other thing is I think we need to get the first layer of black concrete down there, hiding the iron and the gold for the beacons, because we're going to be placing down, ouchie, I didn't quite mean to do that, we're going to be placing down black concrete to make it look more voidish, the whole area underneath here that we eventually dig out. So that's kind of going to be cool. Now, I want to see what we can do about getting an entrance portal going on here. We are going to probably lay down bottom section of flooring on this block. Let me just get a junk block so I can show you where I'm talking about here. This layer here will probably be just filled in with that's an ominous sound. Ominous sound. I don't know what that's going on. So anyway, this level here is probably just going to be the outside shell, and then we're going to put a proper floor in on that level right there. For the inside, so there's going to be a layer for the outside and a layer for the inside that's going to take up all kinds of time. Because obviously we want the inside to be brighter than we necessarily need the outside to be. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to go around and extend the bottom layer out a little bit just so we get more of an overhang lip over the floor. That's going to be a trick because I'm probably going to have to build a significant false floor around the circle here, and that's not really going to be all that interesting for you guys to watch, so I'm probably going to do that type of thing off camera. But let's get started today figuring out, first of all, what our main platform that we're going to be walking on is going to look like, and what one of our entrances here is going to look like. I'm thinking that this is a spaceship or space station or something like that, and I don't think I want to worry about piston doors or anything like that, but what I thought would be cool is to have an end portal in here. That would basically make it feel like you're walking through a force field. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to kind of go for. And I think we might want to do it the full shape of that outside piece. So we might need to tear out that outside piece, put an end portal in that's going to do the full size, and you're going to walk through this cool portal. And then, of course, we will link the 4 portals up in the Nether, and that'll actually even be a quick route to get from area to area inside our base, because this base is 200 blocks wide. So we're going to be able to create kind of like a mini version of the base maybe in the Nether. That could be cool, and we'll just go from end to end, and also it'll be a really good way for us to get up top here without having to use rockets. If we don't want to use the rockets, we can just go through the Nether. So let's start by getting a portal set up here and getting the outside knocked out, and then we'll figure out kind of how we want to dress that up on the inside and even have a hallway coming into the base here. I think that's where we're going to start. So I think the first step to this is going to be knocking out this wall, just doing some demolition. And I'm thinking that we're going to take out the whole wall here. Essentially, this whole section and... Ooh, I fell down a little bit. Let's get back up here. This whole section going all the way into here. Yeah. It's kind of funny that the end rods just kind of float in the air. That makes it for a cool building mechanic if you're not too worried about physics fails, but it's just kind of funny that they don't pop off. Do they pop off if they're exposed to water, I wonder? I can't remember. Woo! Problem with the base being above is that it's so dark underneath and I can't get into certain sections without hitting extreme mob spawnage down here. Alright, I just came back down and grabbed an end chest because I didn't have one in my inventory, and we need to be able to access our obsidian and various different building supplies. I'm just going to grab a stack of obsidian right now. Oh, also I don't have a... I don't have a flint and steel down here. I'll have to go back to the temporary base and grab one of those. Actually, I guess I need to go back and sleep anyway. That was weird. So the idea is that we're going to be able to fly into this kind of like area, woo, and land on the platform, or we might build something like this. You know what? Actually, that might be really cool to build like an arm sticking out with some like aerial antenna type of stuff on it on each side. That would kind of be cool. And then you walk in, or maybe we just here. I don't have much as far as junk blocks on me, so let's just jump out here and fly a little bit out and come back on in. Maybe this shape comes out a little bit, and we fly into it and then into the base that way. That could be cool too. Lots of different things we could do. All right, I have the obsidian, so let's. I grabbed the obsidian shulker box, and I put the obsidian back in here. I do that a lot with the obsidian just because it's so dark and looks like exactly the same as the shulker box. So let's put this here. I'm gonna need to move my temporary blocks out. Yeah. Let me get this done, and we'll come back. There we go. We have the... Ooh, I just fell off. I don't have many rockets left either. So there we go. We've got the framework of our portal in place. Now, of course, we're going to tidy up the edges so that you're only seeing the inside of the obsidian, because that's not very attractive in this kind of thing, but it's going to be like the emitter of our force field. That's what it's going to be. But we'll trim this all up nice and neatly on the inside, and it'll be the inside main corridor, which will be a very wide main corridor, but that's kind of cool, and we'll be able to dress that up. Maybe we'll follow these contours and have kind of a contoured wall going in, because there's loads of space, and we can take as much liberty with the space as we want to. So we are going to get this portal lit. There we go. That is super cool. The only problem is going to be the noise, perhaps, but I want to go. I don't. Ooh, I need to get some extra whatchamacallits, rockets here before I do this. Okay. Orange box! Let's make sure we have a stack, grab that so it doesn't fall down. And grab this. And we're going to go out this way. Fly out and see how this force field looks. Okay, let's turn around and... Oh, we got a little bit high here, so let's drop down and... Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. We're never going to fly through it. We're just going to go fast enough that we never actually go... That's weird. The sound continued even though we were really far through. Yeah, I think that's going to be really cool, and it's like a force field. But I do think I want something on the other side that gives us a little bit of space to kind of walk through and be able to observe things and not fall through the portal. Yeah, that's cool. So essentially, it's like on a shuttle bay or something like that on a starship, you have a force field keeping the air inside. That's kind of what we're going for here, and we're going to have that on all four sides. That's cool if I do say so myself. All right, the next step is going to be going into the Nether, not through this portal, but through one of the other portals, and we'll grab the coordinates here, but we'll set up a portal on the other side so that we've got access to this portal through the Nether. Game noise off just because this portal is super loud, but we have coordinates of 581 by 19, so I'm going to divide that by 8 and find the appropriate coordinates in the Nether. Now the coordinates in the Nether that we are looking for are 73 by 2, so here is 2, and we need to go that way, so let's head up top here. And, we need 73, so, by 2, and that's going to be right inside here. 73 is right here. So we're going to have to go above the iceway here. Here we are at 73 by 2, and we are facing east. That is good, so let's lay down the first block here. We're going to put it right on top of the ice pathway. And I'm going to make this a 3 by 3, just so that we have a center block to work with here. Alright. Oh, I might not have enough obsidian on me. Actually, I know I don't have enough obsidian on me. So, that's going to be... Oh, I hate when you place obsidian wrong because it just takes forever to re-mine it out. Alright, I need to get a bit more, and I will finish up this portal. Yet again, misplaced a block. How frustrating is that? There we go. Alright, if we light this portal up, walk through it, we should, all things being equal, end up in our base. Let's try this out. And we did it! We are here, right smack dab center pretty much, at the base portal. Awesome, and if we go back through, we end up at the exact right spot. Perfect! Isn't it always wonderful when a plan comes together? Now, we just need to get the other the other 3 portals in place. And I'm gonna make a bit of a tunnel between them all. Yeah. So here we go. All 4 portals are in place, and I've taken down the overworld coordinates of all of them. I want to take a look to see what this looks like from the outside now that we have them all in place. Oh yeah. Let's go a little bit further away. It's also nighttime, and it's all aglow. Oh, we get a little bit of a... Is that from the portal? Or is that just shadow because of the end rods? I'm not sure, but yeah, that looks really cool. And then if we go inside... Well, these will look better once we get them all trimmed up and made to look nice with the corridor and such. But yeah, that is looking really cool. Now, it's time to go to the Nether and link these up and create a bit of a Nether hub for our base. So here we are in the Nether, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to head across through here and link up with the east portal in my base first, and then I'm going to do the north and west. And hopefully I don't run into any trouble here. I don't want to have to re-link up stuff because... there's builds or different things in the way. So hopefully we'll do okay. So I'm going to tunnel this way and set up the next portal. So I've got the portals in place, and I've just roughed out a bit of a Nether portal area here. Obviously there's some precarious areas, and this is going to have to be cleaned up, and I want it to look nice and pretty. but at least I can see where all the portals are. I might just put some extra, I don't know, temporary blocks, but I do also want to realize that there's nothing underneath me if I dig down. So, yeah, this is just the area. I'm going to go ahead and light all these up, and then I'm going to test to make sure that they are all working and connected to the portals that they are supposed to be. So I'm not going to make you join me on that test run, but I'm going to make sure that they're all working and come back and let you know what the results are. So all 4 of the portals are working as expected, and they are all lining up where they need to be. So the next order of business for me is to trim out the portal along the lines of that outside piece there. And then, once that is done on the portals, it's time to start developing the walkway for this hallway. But I don't think that that's going to be happening today. I think I'm going to be pretty good just to get these things installed and trimmed out. But that's kind of where we're going with it. So this side here is the beginning of kind of what I'm thinking of, and I'm thinking actually I might end up having to do this corridor, this main corridor, which is going to be a really big corridor. I'm going to have to do it out of quartz on the walls at least, because I think I want the steps in there for the nicer gradual slope, because that's looking a little bit on the chunky side. So yeah, that's probably going to be quartz walls and probably maybe even quartz floors, although that would get really, really expensive for the size of this thing. So maybe just quartz walls for this, but also we'll need to make use of some other materials to accent. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But I'm liking the way this is looking. Obviously, when you walk into, when you're in the corridor, it's going to, you're not going to be able to see everything. You're going to go through doors and such to get into the different compartments, and there might be some sub-hallways and stuff like that. But this is just going to be sort of for the main hallway type of deal. So, yeah, looking kind of cool. Maybe, actually, I just had a thought. This is probably going to work out better. Obviously, this is the floor in here, then there's going to be a subfloor underneath. I need to turn off the portal sounds, I think. But what if we get rid of, oops, that's a block we weren't supposed to get rid of. Just get rid of this stuff to reclaim some of the resources here. Come on, I want to pick that up. There we go. Can I make the hop here now? Ooh, hoi! Oh, I did it. Sweet. Parkour for the win for me. Alright, let's just put those in there. If we square that off a little bit, maybe that will work better. Yeah, that's gonna... Ooh, I keep falling off because it's only a one wide platform at the moment. This stone platform is not going to remain here. But I've been doing that all evening. Yeah. So, yeah, that might work for the corridor. Now, this is going to be just the main level corridor with the force fields. So, yeah, we might go one block higher, perhaps. How does that feel once we're in the corridor? If we go that height all the way across, that's actually a decent height there. Is that the height I was saying? It's so loud over by the portal. Yeah, okay, so that should be a decent height there. So that's gonna be, I think I need to eat a little bit, but I think that is going to be the general shape of this hallway. Let me just get this whole thing framed out a little bit, and then we'll see if that's what we really want to do. Just looking at the sound options, why is there no option just to turn portals off? Like, oh, I don't want to ever hear the sound of a nether portal ever again. What? Maybe there's a resource pack for that? Something? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if there's a way for me to turn my portal sounds off. There we go, the basic shape of the hallway is in place, and somehow we've accidentally created for ourselves a bit of a zombie pigman spawner. But you know, maybe the crew will be zombie pigmen. I don't really know, but it's starting to look pretty cool. And this is going to be a really wide kind of major center hallway to this whole structure, and it's going to go towards the center. It's going to kind of circle around those beacons, which just aren't showing up because we haven't gone far enough in to render them in. Oh, there they go. And we'll create some sort of grand space around the beacons, and we'll be able to walk around that area to the other hallway. Who knows? But yeah, this is looking pretty cool, and we're going to have to kind of build this out and trim off a little bit more inside just to clean things up a little bit. And we are getting some mob spawn, so we'll need to fly up there and put some more lighting up there. All of this lighting that is in here really is just temporary until we get most of our internal structures and rooms and such built up. But that's looking pretty cool. I've just got to replicate this design over on the other 3 portals. But that is all the time I have for today's episode. If you've enjoyed it, please make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to my channel or you haven't done so yet, why not hit that subscribe button today and make me a very happy GamePar. As always, it's well worth your time to check out the InfinityCraft members' YouTube pages. Go check them out, give them some subscribes, some likes, show them some love. But for now, this has been GamePar from the InfinityCraft server. Have a great day, everyone. Can you say subscribe?